Yo! So we're here today and we're continuing to make video games. So what I was going to do was... What was I going to do? I was going to make a new thing. Are you 48 by 48? Let's make you, I don't know, yellow, sure? Why not? And then I was gonna knock it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this will do for now. Okay, the little eyeballs are always in the upper left. I'm gonna call you Spark until I figure out what else to call you. Okay, so I was going to start by making something that whenever you made a set, you would get these little spark things that would fly from the actual destroyed blocks up to your counter. So to do that, I'm going to need to, let's see here, that's going to be under... I don't have every function open. Including that one. Okay, that's going to be under effect. Right near the bottom on animation finished. Yeah, you're telling me, Petty Fan. Okay, let's see here. I gotta create object, that's what I'm looking for. I'm creating a spark on layer gems, and it is going to be at gem.x, gem.y. So we're just going to start by making one there. I should probably set a destination when I create it. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. So let's start by going back here, finding you, and adding Let's say they're always move at the same speed, so I'm not going to worry about that. Set value, destination X is going to be... so what am I going to try to accomplish today? I actually don't have a lot of time today, because we've got Final Fantasy things going on later today. But my goal is to make it so I can create things. That's descriptive. My goal is to add a little effect. So whenever you make a set, you see the little effect go up to a place. You see the effect from the destroyed gems go up to the quota, so you know, hey, you did the thing. And then I'm going to want to make another one for whenever the combo runs out that actually sends the stuff up to do the combo thing. So this is going to be... I don't know what this thing is called. That's what this is for. Holding text, combo text, timer text, quota text. Quota text dot X. I'm actually going to add another one on here for quota text. Compare variable, player is equal to clown.player. So I'll just select that and we can do that. And then we just have to do the same thing for dest X will become dest Y. Now we have that, and it's going somewhere. Oh, thank you very much, Nice Yoshi. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, now I need to make something that... Spark... Maybe it'd be better if I don't do that. Or maybe it would. Crap, I don't know. Okay, I'm not doing collision. Frame, compare speed. No, I should do a for each spark. That's what I should start with. Then I get to do this. Hey yo, you take the more, I guess the easier route more often than I do. What's the easiest way to just move something towards a destination? Like I say, this is where it needs to go, and it goes there. Yeah. LARP.
It's like LARPing, but you just kind of do it slowly.
Okay.
The thing with LARP is, well, really with the directional movement too. Directional movement just works. But basically, with the directional movement and LARP,
may just do this my own way then.
Use LARP then.
I'm just gonna do it the hard way.
No, seriously, use linear interpolate. It's so good. It's not even a behavior. It's just like, it's set X to LARP. And then parenthesis, and in its current position, whatever the object is, like blank out X, and then the position that you want it to be, and then so basically the last number is the sort of the speed at which it will LARP, or like the shortest step it will take. I usually do like 0.1, but the smaller the number, the slower it'll go.
Oh, so it's just how fast it's going. Like, is it just how many pixels per frame?
It's like the percent of movement. So if you set it to 1, it's just gonna snap there. If you set it to 0.5, it's gonna go really quickly. So think of it on a scale of 0 to 1, how fast you want it to go. 1 being instant snap.
I guess.
And you can like tweak that.
I may still do this the hard way. And the reason I say that is, for one, I do this right here, which is just setting the destination. I would need to do a little bit of math, like some sine and some cosine, to get effectively how much X I need to move per frame. And then down here, when I'm doing this to effectively move it, snapping it would also be as simple as saying, if you're within this distance of the destination, just snap it there. Instead of like an arbitrary, if you're within 0.2 or whatever, which I don't like.
It's not if you're within 0.1, snap it.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, I would still have to snap it to the destination, though. I'd have to have some code somewhere that says if this is within these bounds of its destination. Yeah. And I don't like that because that lends itself to if you're going too fast or too slow or, well, really just too fast. But you can overshoot it and then you'll just never get there.
Yeah, that's true.
So I may just do this the hard way.
Well, with LARP, you literally can't overshoot it. Because it'll always be trying to get to that point. Like, it goes like, with LARP, it goes,
I could also delete it. I mean, I would still have to have the conditional for that. But, I don't know. I may just do it the hard way.
LARP is so good, though.
You're gone. I don't know, that did give a nice, like, it slowed down as it got there.
Yeah.
Put one in for a Y.
I use LARP everywhere. Like, I used LARP back when I was in college working in UDK. Like, LARP is God. Woo!
I don't know, that's kind of nice.
LARP is so good. I get very excited about linear interpolation.
The big thing that I think the only, honest to goodness, the only thing that's making me want to do this instead of just doing it the hard way is that it slows down as it gets there.
I like how you said it's got a nice slowdown and then, but it slows down, so I don't like it.
When did I say the second part?
Well, like you said, the only reason that you want to do it your own way is because it slows down.
No, I said the only reason I don't want to is because it slows down.
I misheard. I apologize.
because that's not something I could easily replicate. I mean, I could, honestly. I could just multiply your destination by...
Yeah, but why would you do that when linear interpolation does the work for you?
Also, I have a destination to reach, and I would have to save... I would have to save a destination anyway, so I'd have to make 2 more variables to hold how fast it's moving in either direction. Or how far it needs to move in either direction, so I'd be taking up 2 additional variables. The only real benefit is that it just gets me there. Like, I know, in code, I know this is the exact frame I'm there. No overshooting, no rounding, nothing. It's just, I can... Words.
It's done already. And it's beautiful. And it lerps. And lerp is beautiful. You're less excited about this than I am.
I'm much less excited about this than you are.
But why would you not be excited about linear interpolation?
Because I think I can just do this the hard way, and it would look exactly the same.
It's done already.
Well, I still have to do the hard part, which is detect where it's going to be, and then make it disappear. Like, I need to know when it's within bounds of its destination so I can get rid of it, or have an effect, or whatever.
Yeah, just if particle is, or like if for each particle the distance between particle and destination is less than 1.
I don't like that, though.
It's not gonna overshoot.
I don't like arbitrary numbers.
It's not an arbitrary number.
1 is completely arbitrary. You could say 2.
Yeah. It just depends on how far away you want it to be.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too arbitrary.
Look, you asked me for the easiest way to do things. And
That
I
is
told
true.
you.
This is true. This is much easier. Where is my spark?
It's going places. It's trying real hard.
Well, it's X settled its crap down.
It's trying really hard to reach its destination.
It's trying really hard to get to 0. It's trying so hard to get to 0.
What? It can't.
It does seem... Oh, it actually hit a...
It went good enough.
One thing I do like, though, which makes me feel a bit better about it, is... It's just trying to get closer and closer and closer.
Yeah.
Like, it's not wobbling or anything. Like, it's sitting there and just going, like, no, I can get closer, I can be closer, I can be closer, I can be closer. So, that actually makes me feel a bit better about giving it an arbitrary bound.
I would just do within 0.2 pixels or something.
Yeah, if it were... I could do within 1, honestly.
Yeah.
But if it were wobbling, then I would feel much more uncomfortable about it. But it does seem to just keep trying to get to it. Until it gets, like, friggin' this close.
What was wrong with it trying to get to 0?
0 is probably just very difficult in... It's probably how floats are handled, because this E is float. Like, it's doing the float thing.
It just, I mean, that's wobbling. That can't seem to settle down.
Oh, I mean, it's wobbling, but it is still trying to get closer and closer and closer and closer. So you can tell that by the E.
Oh, it's trying so hard.
It's trying very hard to get to that location, and it's just getting closer and closer and closer. So I do feel better about that.
It's trying so hard. You can do it. Do your best.
You will never be there.
Do your best!
You're there. You made it.
Wow. Congrats.
You did it.
You did it.
Okay.
I'm gonna post that GIF of the hands doing the technically wrong but kind of cool looking thing on Twitter and see what people say about it.
You're just gonna show people the final boss?
It's just hands.
Okay, well, I guess hands.
Like, oh no, one of the bosses contains hands.
Hands!
Hands!
Compare X is... Man, it'd be so nice if you could do a... Is within one of this. Actually, you kind of can. If it's X is...
Well, I just do, if you go all the way back.
I mean, I would have to do 2 lines. I'd have to say,
No.
like, is greater than that minus 1,
Nope.
or...
Go all the way back. All the way back. System. Compare 2 values. Distance. Type distance.
Like... What do you mean?
DIST. Distance.
Oh, just that? Like a
Yeah.
function distance?
Yeah. And then like spark.x, spark.y, spark.
Oh, I don't like that, though. That's expensive at runtime.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got like a square in it. Or no, it's got a square root in it. It's the Pythagorean theorem. It's the square root of a squared plus b squared.
Yeah, but you're not doing it every frame.
It's still expensive, and I don't like
You
it.
are doing it every frame. Okay. Fine.
Actually, no, I'm not doing it every frame, but I still don't like it. Because it's expensive. Look, I didn't get a job because I wrote inefficient programming once. It bothers me.
This is not a matter of getting a job. This is a matter of getting shit done,
I can do it just as easily a different way. I'll just have 2 lines of code.
I guess.
It says is x is less than distance plus 1, and x is greater than distance minus 1.
But then you have to check the y, too.
Okay, so 4 conditionals.
I'd rather just do
It's
this.
better than a square root.
It's...
I was very surprised. I was very surprised to find that sine and cosine was as inefficient as they are. I always, for the longest time, thought square root was the most inefficient of command math that you could do.
See, personally, if I'm making a game, I don't micro-optimize because I don't see a point. If I can get something done and it has a minimal effect on optimization,
That adds up.
it doesn't...
If you just keep doing that over the whole
It
project.
adds up like sprinkling 15 grains of sand in the bottom of the ocean.
You don't have an ocean's worth of code. And you're not making unoptimized decisions only 15 times.
I want a handful of sand in the bottom of your children's play bucket that's filled with water.
How many lines of code are in your game?
Less than their 3,000?
Wow, that's a lot more than I thought. That's a lot of code.
That's,
I wonder how much code will Gaio's got. I could have sworn it was only like 500.
that's 3,260.
Maybe 1,000. Maybe 1,000. I believe 1,000.
There's a lot that goes on in this game, alright?
Okay,
Like-
well,
Like,
I still don't like it.
You've got, you say maybe 1,000 lines of code, but you haven't yet programmed in all of the individual rooms and all of...
That's true. I don't
Your
have it.
obstacles are more modular, but like, if you have it...
I've also only programmed the one animal.
Yeah, I've got all of the
He
enemies,
just kind of putters around.
I've got 3 bosses.
He's great. I love that little guy.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I haven't put in any bosses, I haven't put in any enemies. Uh... Honestly, I feel like this is easier than doing a distance function.
Really?
Like, it's just 4 lines of code that says, like, is x less than this plus 1? Copy, paste. Okay, set x to best x. Set y to dest y. Oop. Not dest to the power of y, just dest y. Okay, so that should move it there, and... I'm actually going to add in a make block. I can make block multi-purpose as well. Let's go after this, add if spark is make block is equal to is greater than 0, do something. Else, just destroy it. Okay, so now it should move to its destination as soon as it gets within 1 pixel of it. It sets it at the location and then destroys it. It can also potentially make a block, depending on when that happens, which will be nice for combos. That's pretty good. Nope, wrong one. Okay, so if I did 0.1, I'll try 0.2. What does 0.2 look like? It's quicker. I kind of don't like it being quicker, but I feel like on the fly you want that. Like just for when you're puddling around, you kind of want that. I'll just leave it at that. I can change it later, of course.
Yeah, it depends on what you're after. If it's just like a visual effect of like you got points,
Yeah.
then I feel like you want it to be quicker. I used that when I was in Five Suns. I used like basically that exact same effect of like a particle going up to a particular point and adding to a gauge, or like adding to a score. But it wasn't a score; it was like your sort of ultimate attack gauge. And like I wanted players, like I made it really slow because I wanted players to notice that like this thing is going up there and filling something up, so that they knew like this is how close you're getting. Mostly like to teach them that attacks that you use fill up your gauge.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I can do that now. So I make one in here.
Your porpoises.
I make one in here. Where else do I want to make one? I want to make one up in the combo timer. So So if combo timer is ever less than or equal to 0, set combo timer to 0, set combo timer to -1. And this is where I'm going to want to create another spark. This is going to be on combo text.x, combo text.y, so it'll create it down there. And then I just have to set these to be something. This is where you're going to be attacking your opponent. So I want to do this before I set combo num. And then I'm going to want to go under this and go add condition system while clown combo num is greater or equal to 0. No, because I don't want to make one on 0. So greater than 0. So if you just make a... I did this specifically so if you just make a combo with a 0 or whatever. If you just make one combo, one set, it increments the combo number to 0. So you don't attack the opponent. You only attack the opponent if you make 2 or more. Let's see, then I want to go after this and put that combo number back down there. Now, while that is that, clown subtract from combo num. So create the object, set where it's going, subtract 1 from combo num, and that'll go until it's less than 1, at which point it sets it to -1, and we should be good. So what I want to do now... Oh, I also want to make a block. Set value, make a block. Let's have you make a 1, I guess. Okay, so the trick here now is I'm going to want to set its coordinate to the opponent's side. So I think what I'm going to want to do is make a little sub one, go add another condition, clown system pick all clown. Oh my goodness, this is trying to make it hard on me, isn't it? Come on, swipe it. X will be... I don't know yet. I'm just gonna drop it there for now, and we'll see what happens. So I think what I'm going to have to do is make a sub-event, add local variable, temp player, condition, this is going to be clown. Set value, temp player will be clown.player num. Actually, can I put that up there, and then put that there, and then here I'll go... pick all clown, where clown player num is not equal to temp player. So that should send them at the opponent's clown. Let's find out if it does. Okay, we wait for this to go away, and when it does... I think that worked. Now we wait. Alright! Okay, so, now... I feel like I'm going to want to have to put a conditional in for blocks. I'll worry about that in a minute, though. Okay, so how about when I throw blocks? Hold, grab, grab, throw. I'm gonna have to grab this whole thing. Okay, I've got ground counter down here. What is this? What is this doing? Oh, because if it's interacting with the ground. Maybe it would be easier if I started by just copying and pasting this entire function and adding a new function. So this function is going to be throw garbage. Just go X, Y, gem type. So throw a gem, throw garbage. I'm not worried about that at all. Alright, so we do that. So I'm not worried about this at all. Because we're only throwing one. Period. Param 0 instead of clone y. This will be function dot param 1. Not worrying about that. Make block is 1, speed is gem speed, distance is... this is y, so this is 1. Two, set idle animation to... Two again. We don't need to worry about holding anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Is this a bug? No, because that's part of that. So if at any point you find the gem, you do this. If you've never found the gem, then ground counter should still be 0 and it'll run this. Okay. So 0 is X. This is Y. Oh. Set idle animation to this. And we don't need to worry about update holding. So now I have a function called throw garbage. Just chuck it at them. So that should be in effect somewhere. Like, where have I been programming this? Spark effect movement? Yes, right here. Function, call function. Throw garbage. So if make block is greater than 0, then you're actually doing a thing. Otherwise, you're destroying. Well, you destroy it regardless. So I should probably put destroy after this. You know what? I can just get rid of that and the else, and then we'll just do that. That'll probably make a lot more sense. So it should currently chuck a block and create it at that location. Wait for the timer, and we should see a block show up over here. And it dropped a red block! I've successfully thrown garbage at the opponent. And you wait for it, and... you plop! Yeah, look at that crap. I have realized that there is potentially a problem with throwing gems. It would require a lot of precision to actually pull this off. How would I do this manually? Like, if I wanted to test this, how would I pull this off?
Oh my god!
Okay, so let's lower gem speed to, like, 8.
Why do you do this?
And then let's go into gem and set the destroy animations to be half that. Set it to 6.
Why are you the worst? Why are you the worst? Why are you the worst?
Yeah, I thought you could do that. So that's something I'm gonna want to have to take into account. It's not that big a deal when you're doing it to yourself. Like, it's very hard to do to yourself when the blocks are moving at full speed. But especially with trash blocks coming down, this could be a problem. Man, Daisy's home. So I feel like I should be able to just run this code again, but I do stuff in here like subtracting quantity, updating call holding. Like, this is entirely dependent on you holding it in your hand before I throw it. So what if I... Where's my move gem? Move gem movement. Okay, so I create the object, or I create the gem, gem type, idle animation, speed, distance. Muffin, quit causing problems. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do here... If gem is overlapping at offset, another gem at gem size. Moth!
Muffin!
I will throw something at you. I don't know what, because I don't really want to throw anything over here, but heaven help me. Cut it out. Okay, so if it's not overlapping a gem at offset, so if it's not overlapping a gem at offset, and its Y value is less than fieldback.y plus fieldback dot height minus gem size. Y plus height minus gem size. So if its Y value is less than that, and it's not overlapping a block directly below it, then we have problems. Specifically, our problems include... I'm just going to use throw garbage again, because that may work. I don't know, we'll find out. Throw garbage. Parameter 1 will be gem.x. Gem.y. And type. So we create the gem. We check to make sure it can't still fall. And if it can still fall, destroy it, and throw and throw it again. Recalculate it, and throw it again. Then when all is said and done, we destroy moved. I suppose it won't hurt to check to keep block place as set to 1, because if I set it to 0, then what if there's another block that you threw that's fine? I don't know why that would be the case, but you never know. What mechanic am I implementing right now? Right now, I'm bug fixing, because I discovered there was a problem. Something happened there, and I'm very confused. Why is my score still going up? What is going on?
Something's like creating and spewing blocks.
What happened there? Hold up, let's just do this again. Okay, so I should be able to throw this, grab the... What? What the poop? What the crap?
Everything's gone.
Let's try that and see what happens. Well, it's better. That's not as bad. I think my problem is this collision check. Yeah, I feel like this collision check is my problem. So let's take a look at... Okay, so while move gem is overlapping gem, scoosh it up until it's not anymore. Otherwise, because this should just be, it goes until it gets to the end. And when it triggers, hey, you're at the end, if make block is 1, then if it's overlapping a gem, scoosh it up until it's not overlapping a gem. If there's no gem below it, okay, this needs to be an ore block. So if you're at the bottom of the field, or there's a gem below you, make a gem. Otherwise, call through garbage and make another one. Okay, let's try this. Good. Good. I think it works! Oh. Well, that one didn't. That one just went. It's gone. Um... Okay, so it's down there. It's counting down a distance. And it'll eventually stop and make a block. Yeah, and then it stopped and made a block. Maybe there's a problem with my throw garbage. Yep, there's my problem. So... That's not all it is, though. Because that's the distance we need to go. So I think I take that and then I subtract the back dot y. Maybe. Or maybe I add field back dot y. I add it. I think I add it, and I add gem size. No, I subtract gem size. Okay, theoretically this should work now. Nope. Yay! Yay! Okay, let's go back in and make this game not painful to play. Let's set gem speed back to 80. Set our destroy animations back to 12. I feel like I'm going to want to make these destroy animations slower, but that's something I can do whenever. Yay! It pooped it out. That only set that to 1. Did I not update the text? Okay, where do I do that? Update combo timer. Yeah, and it pooped out a block! Okay, so we've got a combo. So I fixed a bug that I didn't know about, so that's cool. We've now got a combo system that actually makes the opponent poop out a block. Like right now it's just gem number 1. It's just a red gem, but it successfully poops out a block. It does right now poop out a block on the clown. And I would like it to be able to get pooped out wherever. So, if I can figure this one out... Okay, so I'm going to add another condition. Let's go field back, compare instance variable player is equal to clown.player. So now we should know the field. I should also set this to... Wait, no. Okay, so temp player is the current player. So this will select a clown that's not that. And then the field back coordinated with that clown. Okay, so destination Y will be the clown.y. The X will be fieldback.x plus floor random 7. Floor random 7 times gem size. Okay, so that should give me anywhere from 0 to 6. 0 times gem size is 0, that'll put it at fieldback.x. 1 will put it there, so that should put it there. That should put it... What? Up yours. So that should put it randomly somewhere. So let's go try this before I do something more complicated. Okay, so we have a combo 1 going over, they're gonna get a block, and it's gonna go on the clown, I guess? Let's try that again. Maybe that was just random chance. Didn't do it at all that time. Oh, because I only made one combo. Okay, where are you going this time? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Can I just do this a couple times? You know what? I have a better idea. Because all I'm doing is calling... Update combo. Spark effect movement. So yeah, so all I'm doing is calling throw garbage. Let's use my console. Okay, so instead of giving an X and Y, okay, I don't know if this will automatically do a thing, but I'm going to int it. Hey, that's cool. It didn't do anything. It's probably case sensitive. Oh! Okay, so that's working. That's pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, this should be a 2. Oh, that block is very confused!
Whoa!
That block is very confused.
What is it doing?
I know exactly what happened, actually. I just wrote a function to throw garbage at the opposing player, and I added that to the console, so I just type in the console, throw garbage, and it throws it over. And there's a variable, or one of the inputs is what kind of garbage I want to send, which will be nice when I just want to test crap. I put in a number that was out of the bounds of the normal gems. Like, there is no 5. It goes 0 to 4. And since there was no 5, like, it tried to go, okay, we're going to play idle 5. There is no idle 5, so it played default. And default just cycles through a bunch of colors. And it's doing it that way because it's still trying to set its animation frame to all the other gems. So it's still pausing on that first one and changing otherwise. Otherwise it has a animation speed of 0. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. It's not even doing anything wrong. This is user error. Okay, so, so that's when I set the destination. So Spark Movement has... No, it would need to be down here. Because I set its destination, which means I set where it's going to fall immediately. So what I have to do here, and this is the chief thing, this is the chief problem that I'm having, is you can throw multiple gems at once. And I want to make sure that if you throw multiple gems at once, I could stack them. But the issue is if I'm going to have to cycle through when I set these, or I should say before I set these, I'm going to have to cycle through every spark and determine if any of them have this same destination. And if it does, I increment this and try again. That shouldn't be too painful. For each spark, I'm gonna have to add a new variable above this. That is spark collide. Yeah, I can cut it out anytime. Oh, it's so frustrating when you have to check one thing against a whole bunch of itself. Temp X, spark temp Y. So we set the X and the Y. Spark temp X is going to equal spark dot dest X. Spark temp Y is going to be spark dot text Y. Pick all spark. Spark, compare variable. Dest X is equal to spark temp X. Our instance variable, dest Y, is equal to spark temp Y. So if that's the case, you know what, it may actually be better to just do this. And then just get rid of these two. So I'll just generate this on these variables. and then we will subtract from spark temp y gem size. So we bump it up. So if it's colliding with anything, we bump it up one. So while spark collide is equal to 0, run this. So while spark collide is equal to 0, no, that's not right at all. Okay, let's try that. So while spark collide is equal to 0, set spark collide to 1. If it collides with it, like if it is in the same space as another one, it will set spark collide to 0, and it will loop back up and go, hey, spark collide is 0, so let's run it again, and set spark collide to 1, and we'll get out of the whole thing. Once we're done, and it stops colliding with things,
oh, they're already cooked. All you have to do is clean them up and sear them. You don't have to, like, worry about sanitation because it's not raw chicken. Which is honestly the worst part about chicken. And, like, that saves a lot of time and a lot of hassle of, like, getting the cutting board, making sure you're not cross-contaminating if you're using vegetables, cutting the chicken, washing your hands. But they've got a lot of cholesterol. And that's a problem.
Okay, so this will potentially work. Okay. If this will potentially work, then how do I send over multiples right now? And do I? So I just make a whole bunch of them in a while loop. temp quantity is going to be, let's say 0 while I go copy this from somewhere else. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, poop. I just do so much checking outside of this function that I've got to copy so much code. Okay, well, it should theoretically throw multiple right now, there's just no error checking in it. I don't intend to stream for much longer, actually. I'm gonna stop when dinner's ready. I got Final Fantasy. Ugh. God dang it.
Tip for if you're working with multiple instances of the same object, put that object in a family by itself.
I'm about to put this whole stupid thing in a function. Honestly, I am about to put this whole thing in a function. It'll make finding the code later easier if I need to, and that'll mean over here in the console I can just call that function instead of calling throw garbage. Oh, you know what, though? I may not. Now. Anyway. I'll just set this back to how it was. This should theoretically spawn them over a range and stack them... Muffin!
Muffin!
Spawn them over a range and stack them if they overlap. Theoretically. I don't have a very easy way to test that. Well, I actually meant to hit save, not play. But whatever. I mean, I guess I could just try to make a really giant friggin' combo. Okay, 14. There's got to be some overlap in 14. What do we get? Boo! They get a score of 6. That's 14. I think that may or may not have worked. Okay, 14 again. So 14 is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's 14 blocks total that we drop. So if they get a combo of 1... Yeah, and I even drop a block back on player 1. Eat it. Me. It's really awkward playing with these buttons. I'll get it. Dang it. Okay, so we're just dropping 4 blocks. Just dropping 4 blocks.
Can I ask you to absolutely make sure you keep the penny fresh out tomorrow?
Okay. I think that was 4 blocks. It's hard to tell when I'm dropping... Let's make it drop something that I can tell what's going on. Okay, let's set this to 5. That should give me a weird block that doesn't work right. The weird blocks don't work right. Oops. Send 3 blocks over there. Should send 5 blocks over there. That's 5 blocks. These blocks are messing stuff up! Okay. Okay, so we're gonna drop 2 dummy blocks over on them. Like, I think it's working? I need to make like a 6th block, so I can tell what the crap's going on. I'm not too concerned about the floating blocks right now because I just put in weird blocks that shouldn't work right. So I'm not really too concerned about it. They're not built to work right. Otherwise, I think we have trash more or less working. I think the next thing I'm gonna want to do is actually make a trash block, a proper trash block that I can drop. That'll make things a little bit easier. I think I'll save that for next time though, because dinner's almost ready. I just need to make the trash block, but otherwise I think we've got everything working. I'm not sure if I mentioned to itinerant. -1 on the combo meter is just its default. Because what I want is after you make... If you make a single match, it doesn't actually send blocks to the opponent. So you have to make 2 matches to get the combo meter to 1. To send 1 block to the opponent. And of course a bunch of timing and everything needs done, but I think what we have done works. I just need to make it drop, like, trash blocks that I can tell what the crap are. That would probably help. For the purposes of testing, I'll probably just make, like, a gray block that can't match with anything. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not that important. Otherwise, I think I'm going to call it done for now. Decent progress for only streaming for like 2 hours or whatever. Fixed a pretty major bug and got comboing to work. Other than having to adjust timing. So I just need to make that block. So that'll do it. Later everybody. I'm gonna eat dinner, and then I don't know, I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy or something. I probably won't stream it though. So I don't know why you care. Later, everybody.